Imagine if they were able to tell their story,
Tell the story.
like document and say what they went through.
Yes.
That's powerful.
That's powerful. That's what we're missing, my brother and my sister. Let's be creative. Let's not we miss our experience. We are going to share our experience. I have many people who grow up together. They school together. They work together. We meet everything together. We should not be feared to put our story
Out there.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is another things we have. A things most African have. We have fear to put our
Our stories out there.
because our story is unique.
Powerful. And so when we started this podcast, first episode, I remember I did with you, it was good. We didn't have everything sorted out, but we started. We went out there. And my journey with this podcast was, then I did talk to you. Then I talked to Mum. And Mum had a powerful interview when she broke down and cried. So I realized that's when I realized, okay, this is powerful, because now she's telling her story. She's talking about things maybe she never opened up about, things I never even knew about. Mum is telling me live on the podcast. So now it's like a therapy session in a way. And then that and her story and that vulnerability is now helping other people, and I'm there putting it out and marketing out on social media. I'm like, wow, this is powerful. This is something our kids, grandchildren can able to see. Then I'm speaking to other aunties, Auntie One Boy who came on the show, and she's opening up about her story and what she went through. And then I'm seeing the reactions on social media. I'm like, wow, everyone has a story. Your neighbor has a story, your uncle, everyone has a story, and your story is amazing. Your story is authentic to you, and your story is powerful to anyone out there. And that's when I realized the power of this podcast, of like, not only can someone come here, and you as a father, you have told me things we never knew about. How did you grow up with your father? And, having that many kids, so many things I've just learned about, and seeing your experiences as a child, going to church, and, the one we talked about, you going to Catholic church, So I'm like, wow, this is legendary,
Do you know
legacy.
Because we were born in Africa, and then we immigrated to Australia, the Western countries. We thought we don't have story. We don't have to say anything. Always we taught Americans we have to listen to them. Of course, they are brothers, they are blood, but our story is different.
Powerful.
Our background is different. That's what I realized. And I said, oh, man, I can tell the story. I can remember everybody who grew up together. I can see everything we grew up together. Even though we went in difficult times after the war, but that is still the story. But you see, the fear we had, I maybe still have fear from my
A lot of people still do it.
people's story. So that's why I want to see we bring up there. That was inspiration. That is me. In 2 years, I never thought I can come sit here and talk.